Welcome back. Joining the show now are representatives with the Spay Neuter Your Pet of DeWitt County organization. Ladies, thank you so much for being with me today. Appreciate your time. So we've had a lot of furry friends today, some animals from the zoo. So much fun, but with all this fun comes a certain level of responsibility, and that's spaying and neutering your pets. And why is it so important?
Oh, there are so many reasons why it's important. Number one is to help with the overpopulation of all the homeless and abandoned, animals. And as you could see with all the representatives from the other organizations, everybody's full. All the shelters are full, and if people would be responsible and spay and neuter their animals, that surely would help the overpopulation crisis that we're in. And
so earlier you were telling me this crazy statistic about Texas being the #1 in what?
For euthanasia. We're at 125,000 pets
a year.
And this is because of the high levels, as you said earlier, our shelters are at capacity.
Yes. And so some statistics with the United States is that there are 6.1 million animals in shelters, with only about 3.1 million being adopted. And then I think it's a little over 1 million that are euthanized every year. So you can see the level of animals that are reproducing. You can't keep up with adoptions. So it is very important to spay and neuter your animals. And so we offer a low-cost service in DeWitt County to help residents do that.
So tell me about this low cost. How much is it? Where do you guys get the funds to provide it at such a low cost?
Okay. So for dogs, it's $35. For cats, it's $25. And we have a little thrift store. It's called Snipped Thrift Avenue, and it's located at 202 South Esplanade in Cuero. And so we take donations Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and you can donate items, and we use those proceeds to pay for the veterinary bills.
Okay, awesome. I know some people are a little bit apprehensive when it comes to, spaying or neutering their pets. Why is that? And what is it? Why is that like a misconception that it's a little dangerous for your animal?
I think it's a misconception. Things can go wrong with anything you do. Animals can pass away during the procedure. Same thing with humans during an operation. But it helps the aggression go down. Dogs can roam over 3 miles to track a female scent. So
really?
Yes, it reduces roaming with your animals. It helps prevent cancers. It helps them live longer. So there are lots of positive reasons. The positives outweigh the negatives by far. And so, it's definitely so important to help this crisis that Texas is in with the overpopulation of neglected and abandoned animals.
That's right. And then specifically in DeWitt, do you guys see this problem a lot?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We do fostering on our own and rescuing just kind of on our own individually. I currently have a dog right now and 2 puppies that an owner surrendered, and we just do one at a time. They go to Rhode Island through an adoption agency, and so it's trying to get some of the dogs out of Texas and just help curb this crisis. I don't think people realize, if you're not looking for the problem, you don't realize that there is a problem.
That's right.
And we also offer $15 microchipping.
Oh, that's such a good price. I was blown away there.
Yes, and so that's really good too, but the importance of that is registering that microchip. You can get a pet microchipped if it's not registered, it doesn't do you any good. Can't get the animal back to you. So what we do is when we microchip, we actually register the chip for you.
All for $15.
Yes.
Perfectly inconvenient.
Yes.
Well, ladies, I might just have to go with you because my cat is actually not registered. So I might just have to go with you guys. I'll probably see y'all soon.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here this morning.
Thank you
for having us.
It's been very informational. Appreciate you guys once again.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere, because after the break, we are going to have Adoptions of Victoria coming on the show.